Alrighty, so number one, we're gonna be looking at the equation for calcium's MCI and chlorine's MCI. So MCI is the ion that an atom wants to become, and we can figure that out by looking on the periodic table. And so we just need to look at the number on top of that column. So we got calcium right here. So if you guys take a look at it, calcium is in the +2 column. So calcium wants to become, obviously, 2+. Okay, so you can jot that down on your paper. Calcium's MCI is 2+. Yeah, we're basically just reviewing what we did last time. That way you have some info before you get into your assignment. Yeah, it's the same assignment. Okay, and then the other atom we're looking at is chlorine. Chlorine is right over here. And what is chlorine's MCI? Yeah, -1, just right underneath the column. Super easy. Okay, so when it says MCI, you're basically just looking for what ion it wants to become, and you just want to look at what column it's in. So we got calcium and we got chlorine. Okay, and we're putting them together. All right, so remember, we want to make sure that the positive and the negative energy is balanced out. So here, do we have more positive energy or negative energy right now? Yeah, more positive. That means we need some more negative energy. Okay, so how many total chlorines do we need in order to balance out the positive energy? Yeah, we need 2 in total, right? So there you go. You need 2 chlorines to balance out one of the calciums. And then all we have to do is just write down the molecule that they make. Okay, now I think the easiest way to do this is to just write the 2 ions next to each other. So let's just start by writing Ca and Cl next to each other. Okay, that way we don't make any mistakes. Okay, and all we got to do is just figure out how many we used. How many calciums did we use? We didn't use 2. 1, yeah. The energy, the positive energy is 2, but we only need 1 of them. Okay, so we only use 1 calcium, so we can leave that alone. How many chlorines did we use? 2. So we just put a 2 right next to chlorine. And there you go. That is your balanced equation. I know, it is so easy. Okay. So again, just keep it very simple. Start by writing the 2 things next to each other exactly the way they are. And then just put a number behind it to indicate if you need some more. Okay. All right, we'll do one more together, and I'll have you guys try 2 on your own before I let you guys start on your assignment. So let's start with number 2. So if you guys take a look at number 2, you got Au+. So here, it already tells you what the ion is. So you can just copy it down exactly the way it is. You got Au+. And then it says that you are combining that with sulfate. Now, sulfate is not on the periodic table. It's not an element. It's a polyatomic ion. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to the back side of your chart and look for sulfate. So I want you guys to take a look for sulfate and just copy it down exactly the way it is on your notes. Okay, so copy down sulfate's formula. Give you like 30 seconds to do that. All right, so hopefully you guys noticed that sulfate is SO4 2-. So again, polyatomics are perfect exactly the way they are, just like you guys. And so we're just going to copy it down exactly the way it is, okay? So SO4 2-. Okay? All right, so if we take a look here, do we have more positive or negative energy? Negative, so we're going to need some more positive. So how many total AUs do we need? 2. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then we're just going to figure out the chemical that they make. So again, keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to write it up here just so we have some more room. Again, just copy it down exactly the way it is, right next to each other. Au, SO4. Okay, and again, I'm using this spot for more room. Okay, so copy it down exactly the way it is. Now, how many AUs did we use? 2. So all we got to do is put a 2 behind the AU. How many SO4s did we use? 1. There you go. That's your answer. Okay. Super simple. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to try number 3. You can work with the person next to you. This one, you have two different polyatomic ions, so it might be a little bit trickier, but it's very similar to what we did last time. So take about 3 minutes to do it with the person next to you. If you are comfortable doing that and you finish it early, try number 4. But we'll go over number 3 in 3 minutes. So we'll work on number 3. Okay, so for number 3, we're looking at ammonium and phosphate. And I told you guys earlier, they're both polyatomics. So let's look them up. So if we go to our chart, ammonium is NH4 plus. So let's jot that down if you haven't. It's going to be NH4 plus. And again, polyatomics, you copy them down exactly the way they are. And then we got phosphate, wrong chart. So if we look at phosphate, it's PO4 3 minus. So we're going to copy it down again exactly the way it is. Okay, PO4 3 minus. Okay, so if we take a look at this, do we have more positive or negative energy? Negative, right? Because it's -3 versus +1. So obviously we're going to need more ammonium. Okay, how many total ammonium do we need to balance out the phosphate? 3. Good. So all you got to do is put a 3 in the front right here. And then all we got to do is put them together. So I know that there's a lot of letters now, a lot of numbers. It's a big, uglier to look at, but keep it very simple, okay? You just want to put them right next to each other, NH4, and put it next to PO4. Okay. And since we use 3 of the NH4s, what we're going to do is, for polyatomics, we put parentheses around them and just put a 3 on the outside. Okay. So hopefully you guys remember that from last time. Polyatomics, you keep them exactly the way they are. So if you need more than one, just put parentheses and then put however many you need on the outside. Okay. And that's it. That's how we're going to finish that equation. Alrighty, so let's do the last one. Now that you should be very comfortable with the parentheses and what you do with polyatomics. So take about 2 minutes to try number 4. You can check with the person next to you, and then we'll go over this and I'll get you guys started on your assignment. Okay, so take 2 minutes to finish up number 4 with the person next to you. Okay, so ammonium is NH4 plus. We already did that for the previous problem. So NH4 plus. Okay. And if we take a look at P's MCI, P is phosphorus. So if you go on your periodic table, P is right here. So P is -3. Okay, so we're going to do P is 3 minus. And so obviously we're going to need 3 of these guys to balance out the P. So we're going to put 3 right there. And so for your final answer, you just put NH4 next to P. And since you need 3 of these, again, you're going to do parentheses 3. That's it. Okay, so hopefully that was a good refresher on how to do these ion reviews. You're going to be working on the same assignment from last time, the ions review assignment. I know it was a minimum day, so you didn't have a lot of time. So just make sure that you guys go on Canvas. When you guys go on Canvas, go to Unit 5. It's going to be this one right here. I just started filling in the assignments you're going to be doing later, but you're going to be doing the first one right here, ions review. Okay. So I'll give you guys the rest of the class period to work on that. If you guys got any questions, if you want to check your answers, please let me know. But yeah,